Hello, everyone, and welcome to Session 0 of the Kilnspark podcast, where we're going to play D&D 5th Edition, Theater of the Mind style, and give it all to you as a podcast. So this will be fun. I am excited to start this. So we're going to start off, everybody introduce yourselves as just your people, because we don't have characters yet. We got to make those.
Cool. I'm Allison, the people.
I'm Ian. I'm both a people and a character.
I'm Kyle. I am also here.
I'm Rachel. I'm sitting next to Kyle.
Great.
Who's our DM?
I'm Ricky, and I am the DM, the GM, because our channel name also abbreviates to DMs.
No. I think you need to be the DM because you, of all the 3 games we're running, you were the only one who was allowed to be a DM.
Oh my lord.
You have to take that.
Sure.
That's true. We're actually doing Pathfinder for all the other ones, so GM is correct.
Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the most simple system.
Yes.
I will leave all other edition opinions at just that. No one can argue that.
You should talk a little bit about the game.
We're about to talk about the game.
Does it involve dice? I only have 1 die.
Well, you only need 1 for the beginning.
Oh.
But this is going to be in a homebrewed world that I've made called Kilnspark. The name needs work, but the rest of the world doesn't, so that's fine. Kilnspark is a large continent with surrounding islands and a archipelago that 500 years ago was almost taken over by an evil necromancer and his undead army. Thankfully, before the final ritual could be sealed, 5 brave heroes created the world's first gunpowder cannon and managed to kill the necromancer with it.
Is that us?
No.
Fine.
That was 500 years ago. Oh. Since then, the world has been in a non-stop industrial boom. Magic and technology working together to create anything that can be made and everything that should be made as the world just prospers. The conflict levels, as far as like border skirmishes, are very low. Most conflict happens in dark alleys and in places where normal people don't see it. There's no big scheming villains, so at least not for very long.
We're like 2008 era New York City.
Exactly. Things about this world that are important right now is that 5 is a very, very lucky number. Because there were 5 heroes way back when, anytime 5 people are gathered together for one cause, everybody gets a +1 morale boost to rolling for that cause.
Ooh.
I will play 2 characters. We can make this work.
Everybody who travels as a group of 5 gets to move an extra 2 miles every day in travel from the morale boost of moving as 5. So currently we have 4 people. That just invites more guest characters and invites you guys to pick up NPCs along the way, just to have a 5th person, because that's lucky.
If I love my dog a lot, does he count as a perfect person?
Maybe.
Okay, all right.
It's D&D. It could be. The first thing we actually need to do is pick where we're going to start. I actually have 4 towns with 4 different campaign beginnings, and I'm going to let you guys vote as a team on where we want to start. From there, we'll be able to build our characters. So the first one is the small dwarven mining town of Hammersdrop. It is a small mining town in dwarven country, but things are looking up for it because this new steam-powered railway car is being built, and it's going to connect the capital to Hammersdrop. People even say you could travel there in 2 hours. That's amazing. So, small town miners, we're just going to be investigating mines, investigating the train. This will be a very, very combat-focused campaign. It's going to have a lot of dungeon crawls in it, and that will be the setting. You will be small town heroes that are going to be introduced into a big world very quickly.
The Springsteen start.
Yep. I have Ostum, which is a border port town. Way back when the Necromancer was taking over, the elves got scared and decided to try to break their country off of the continent. It didn't work. The elven lands are an archipelago off the northwestern side of the continent. So they have become a massive merchant and shipping people. They have the best boats. Some people have even been working on some of the steam technology of the railway to make boats go faster without wind. It's very exciting times. Ostum is a border port town to the Elvish Archipelago, and there are a few ships that are open to anybody who wants to be security or other merchants that want to join in on a small upstart shipping company. So that would be very boat-related and adventurous sort of gameplay. I have the Spinning Yard, which is a large multi-metropolis city in the center of Kilnspark, and every year they have an Inventors Fair. If we choose to start here, all of you will be members of a unified crew that is entering the Inventors Fair, and you guys are going to be inventing for your very lives, or at least a lot of money.
I want a boat.
The last one is the town of Clarity near Triumph Lake. Triumph Lake is a large crater where the necromancer was defeated. It is now a lake in the middle of nowhere, very far from the modern society, very mystical out there. People still use old ways of life, and magic is more raw. You'd be out in the little forest area, small little lake town with many mysteries.
Gravity Falls, all right.
Yeah, Gravity Falls. Very Gravity Falls.
I am a big fan of the Inventors Fair style thing. Also, I was planning on being a Warforged, so we can just be inventing me.
Very true, very true. The Warforged is a race that you can play as in my setting, which is a living machine person.
Oh, cool.
Anybody else have any votes for starting location?
I like the boat and the lake town, personally.
I like boat.
Boat? Rachel?
I think all of them sound really cool.
That's not helpful to me.
I like the Gravity Falls setting.
No. Why am I the only one who likes progress and innovation? This is the wrong campaign for everyone else.
Because you're just a dwarf.
This is fine. There will still be progress and innovation everywhere.
I like boat also.
Boat adventures. It is then.
I mean, I could sway my boat to Gravity Falls.
Boat goes to all other places, too.
It doesn't go to the city in the middle of the mainland.
Well, land boats. We need to build land boats.
That's if we're starting the train yard, Kyle. Okay, we can do boat, though.
Boat
is
adventures in Ostum.
Spell Ostum.
Ostum.
How dare you? Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
All right, that's fine.
So we will be starting in the port town of Ostum. So you guys now know that you are all going to be boarding the same ship. It will be a Melendry Trading Company.
Spell.
Meldrie.
Melndrie.
Meldere.
Dere.
Yep, that's what I've written.
Melondeer.
Melondeer. That's what it is.
Melondeer, like woo! The melondeers sure are big this year. It's because they've been eating all the melons.
Yeah, exactly. Like deers that eat melons.
Okay.
This seems fine. That's the name of the trading company. Guess what they trade in?
I have two guesses. It's gunpowder.
You're right. So all of you will be making characters that would want to join this shipping crew, whether you are a merchant, whether you are just a traveler looking to go across the archipelago, or whether you are security looking to make another day's work.
Ooh,
All right, so tell me-
Forgot about motivation.
I've got ideas and questions.
Sure.
So first off, I'm super unfamiliar with 5e. I
Sure.
can run Pathfinder blindfolded and asleep. 5e I know nothing about other than the parts that are kind of like Pathfinder. But I really like. I really want to be. I like the 5e experience. I want to use this to do all the things I can't do in Pathfinder, like deal with cool intellectual property. So first off, love the idea of Warforged. Tell me about Warforged in your setting.
Warforged will be a relatively new people.
Mm-hmm.
Like by new, I mean like there might be like 30 Warforged in the world.
Hell yeah.
Like it is a up and coming technology. Like originally they were just like robotic servants, and then they were sentient, and it was like what?
Yeah. So here's the big question. Like, not to get all Mass Effect here, but like, do I have a soul?
Yes.
Okay.
It's made of magic.
The soul is made of magic?
Yep.
That's so nice.
Are there any restrictions on like Warforged? Like, are they different than people races in any notable way?
You don't sleep. You just become inactive which is like elf trance but better.
That's just like me anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my god.
I
So-
already know my race.
You already know
and
your
class.
race. What race and class are you picking?
Well, I thought high elf was a race, but it's
High
not.
elf is a race. You pick.
Oh,
You
is
have to
it?
pick elf, and then there are 2 elves. You can be a wood elf or a high elf.
What's the difference?
I think the high elves get more intelligence, and the wood elves get more dexterity.
Ooh.
There's slight here. If you open up your player's handbook here,
I opened it up, but I didn't see. I just saw elf,
just pull it up here.
and I thought, oh.
Everybody needs to be first. Oh wow! I turned right to elf. I'd like to show you guys that I opened right to elf.
I have absolutely no ideas about who I'm going to be playing. I'm
So-
going to be doing it completely from scratch.
Wow, way to be a
So
failure.
here you have. So these are every elf traits, right?
Okay,
So you get all of this,
I'll take
and
it.
then there's high elf, which will give you an extra intelligence.
I guess I need
and
backstory
There
stuff.
is wood elf, which gives you an extra wisdom,
So
Okay.
and you also get to move faster if you're a wood elf.
I am
Intelligence or wisdom?
I have divergent ideas on what I'm gonna do with my Warforged.
Sure thing.
One idea is Artificer for, like I said, the full 5e experience.
Mm-hmm.
I think Warforged is only kind of okay at artificing. It sounds like. I could make it decent with like just putting everything in on my high stats into int, and then do con based with my second, right?
Warforged gets +2 to con and +1 to your choice.
Okay, so I could artifice okay.
And just so everybody knows, we're going to use the standard stat array,
Right. Can you list those off for me?
which means you will have an 8,
An
a
8,
10,
a 10,
a 12,
a 12,
a 13,
a 13,
a 14,
a 14,
and a 15.
and a 15,
And a 16.
No, that's it.
Oh.
That's all.
and
No
18,
more.
and a 23, and a 7.
So
42.
those will be your base stats. So I always suggest everybody start by picking a race and class. Races allowed in this game will be any form of elf, any form of dwarf, of course humans, halflings, gnomes, the warforged, the shifters, the changelings.
What's the difference between a shifter and a changeling?
Shifters are part like lycanthrope.
Okay.
You pick what kind of shifter you are, like Longtooth or like Stridefoot or something like that. And shifters can, depending on which type you are, you can shift into a more feral form.
So
Gotcha.
what are we all doing together?
You are all joining a ship crew, a merchant ship crew.
Right. So my other idea is, so you said you're gonna be cleric, Allison?
I'm a cleric, yeah.
Okay. So either I do artificer for spell route, or I go barbarian or paladin for muscle. Because I feel like Warforged makes pretty good barbarian and paladin.
You can also go fighter, and eventually stat into gunsmith.
That does sound fun.
Not that I have any problems with a raging machine.
It wouldn't be raging. I would just have a battle mode.
Battle mode engaged.
I'd be
Entering gamer mode.
But then also, Paladin's great because I can emulate one of the greatest paladins of all media, RoboCop.
Oh my god.
Stop. In the name of the law.
And then he breaks the directive that it's evil and becomes just lawful good instead of lawful neutral.
That could work. Any ideas over here on the couch?
Yeah, what are you guys thinking?
What are you guys thinking?
I kind of want to be a barbarian because I like that class.
Okay.
What about you, Kyle?
I'm figuring out that what I'm finding something called an artificer. Is that something that you're including in this, or
That
that
is
a
the
random...
newest class that
That's
just
the one
came
I
out.
was debating on
Okay.
being. But you can have it if you like it. I don't normally do spellcasting. I was kind of looking at spellcasting, but we should definitely. So we have cleric.
I have that very book right here. So,
Okay.
want to look into Artificer. Artificer is fun. Artificer gets to like do a lot of tinkering. You make magical items, and you replicate magic effects. You
That
are
sounds
not
kinda fun.
exactly the most magical being in the world.
I was considering maybe playing a merchant based off your description. That seems like it would fit well.
That would be a lot of fun.
You get to build robot pets. I think it's probably the thing for you.
Okay, yes, please. I want that now.
Yes, you can do robo pets.
I would like I would like to build Techno the robot dog.
What race are you thinking for your artificer?
Kyle, he can't be a toaster.
You can
We can
You
put
just
a toaster.
watch.
He can't. No toaster.
If I invent a toaster first, he can be.
Okay, so is having so we could do if you want to be barbarian, Rachel, then I could either go the paladin route or start going towards gunsmith route. Is paladin and barbarian overkill? Do they how much do those roles overlap?
Paladin in 5th edition is just a anime protagonist. You get to be the best at actual factual everything. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Okay.
Are these only races?
it's a lot of fun. I do think if you are looking for the 5th edition experience, you should play 5th edition Paladin.
All right. Okay. Is there any way to be a paladin with a gun?
I mean, you can, but you don't need to.
You don't need to.
You get for Paladin, you get a bunch of. Pulling it up right now. You get. It's cleric. I love the books. Paladin, you get proficiency in simple weapons and martial weapons. So you don't get any ranged weapon proficiencies.
Oh, is range
So-
its own category?
Yes.
Okay.
So
you can't be bow paladin either.
there's simple. You get like a sling because that's a simple.
Yeah.
I mean the most range you get is a javelin. And if you're good friends with Kyle, maybe he'll make it a returning javelin.
So D&D has Dragonborn in it.
Yes.
Pathfinder doesn't have Dragonborn in it, so that might be fun.
Would you like to play a dragonborn?
I might do a Dragonborn.
Excellent. You can play a dragonborn.
There's a bunch of other ones listed on what I'm looking at, but they're all like very specific. I don't know if you have those or if they are included in the world you're building.
I'm not including the like monster classes. Like you can play half orc. You can play half orc. You can play things like that. But like the bugbears.
Sure.
The like goblins. You could play a goblin if you wanted to, but none of the other monster classes know. The Kaneku birds that can only talk by mimicking other noises.
Right.
This is an audio-only podcast, so please just no.
I just want to say I have a lot of experience at speaking bird.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
I played in Aarakocra once.
Aarakocra, yes.
They were pretty fun.
They are fun. I'm
But I don't know
banning
if that's quite what
birds
I want.
because
That's fine.
flight is broken at level 1.
I'm gonna
Flight
do,
is broken all the way to like level 5.
for the sake of time, I'm gonna settle in on Dragonborn Artificer.
Dragonborn is a lot of fun.
It says they get a breath weapon, so
you do. You
that's
have to
fun.
pick what color you are.
Okay. What are the options?
Be purple.
Let's pull that up real quick.
What are the elements that I get based on the color?
I think these are pretty
You,
similar.
it's not only element, but how your actual breath shoots out.
Okay. I assume it's like black is poison, red's probably just fire.
Green is poison.
Rachel, what did you say your character was going to be?
Dragonborns.
Probably a barbarian.
You could be a tiefling barbarian and we
What's
get the
race?
full 5e experience.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black is acid in a 30-foot line.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, acid. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Blue is lightning in a 30-foot line.
That's fun.
Brass is fire in a line. Bronze is lightning in a line, and copper is acid in a line.
Lightning does seem fitting for the the tinkering thing.
Gold is fire in a cone. Green is poison in a cone. Red is fire in a cone. Silver is cold in a cone, and white is also cold in a cone.
There's no cold in a line.
There is no cold in a line.
I need
Must
the
be
book.
too OP.
Yeah. You need the book?
I
Here's
need the book.
Can I look at Warforged stuff?
Here, I have it right here to this.
Let's see.
Your ability scores will only ever increase from your picking your race. You'll get essentially 3 extra points for the most part.
Must I have only 2 toes?
That man is not a representation of every Warforged.
Okay.
Hashtag not all Warforged.
So, and you're saying, I suppose I'm not forged by war, I'm forged for war. Is that right?
You were forged for fun. I guess you are now forged for war because you were probably made by, since you're paladin-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun forged is a different type of thing, I think.
Yeah.
I think I will probably go with one of the lightning ones.
Lightning
Partially
is
because I
fun.
also need to figure out what breathing lightning looks like.
So probably I think blue is line lightning.
There's blue does lightning and bronze does lightning.
Yep.
Hey, do you have any?
There's no Bahamut or Tiamat in this world, so you don't have to worry about being a chromatic versus being a metallic.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm the perfect sentry.
yes,
Oh, this is can I just be Bastion?
You are basically just
You
making
are.
Bastion. I'll go blue. I will be blue Dragonborn.
blue dragon. You are a cleric,
Yes, I am a cleric.
an elf cleric.
Yes.
Excellent. So you want to put in your ability scores.
Yeah. Let me.
So, as a cleric, your wisdom and your con are the most important.
Okay.
From there, you can really just stat how you like.
All right.
But your big ones should be wisdom and then constitution as well.
Okay. I will do that. Figure this out.
High elf or being an elf is going to give you 2 dexterity and 1 extra intelligence,
Cool.
which is not the most helpful, but that is fine. It's still cool.
Sounds good.
I know you said you don't do dragon marks, and that's totally fine. I just want to point out that all these dragon forks are dragon marks are super cool looking.
Yeah, they are.
These are very well designed sigils.
Yes.
Do you have an artificer book?
Is this one?
That is that one.
Okay.
So, but first, as a dragonborn, you're going to get. Hold on one second here.
Yeah, if you just want to walk me through some of it.
Artificer is intelligence and constitution based.
Okay. In that order.
You want intelligence first, constitution second.
Okay.
So the first thing you're going to want to look at is Dragonborn real quick. Dragonborn gives you +2 to strength and +1 to charisma.
Cool.
So you have your base stats, the 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Your 15 should probably be intelligence.
Are those the only things that that will also affect my base stats? Is those Dragonborn
Yes.
things? Nothing else will?
Right.
Let's see. Okay, well, then I will go with 15 intelligence, 14 constitution, and I'll put my next biggest one into charisma because I'm a merchant.
Sounds good. Charisma is going to get an extra 1 to it
Right.
from Dragonborn.
And I'll distribute the rest after that.
Remember, your strength is going to get +2.
Cool.
So if you put your 8 at strength,
Might-
it'll still be a 10 strength.
Yeah, do that.
I would like to
Although
point
then I
out.
don't get the dump stat, which is
What are all
always
the
kind of
numbers
fun.
again?
You
8, 10.
8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna dump wisdom.
Yeah.
That makes for a much more interesting character.
I always dump wisdom.
Unlike Pathfinder 2, I note there is no spot on this character sheet for my pronouns. So, but
Yes.
I will mention that I'll go by it and them.
That's fine. The paladin wants charisma,
Okay.
and it wants strength,
Yeah.
and it wants dex,
Oh no,
and it wants con.
it does not.
It wants all of them.
It's okay, 'cause-
Charisma is the most important, and then strength.
all right.
Where did you say I needed? I need to put mine in wisdom and constitution.
Huh?
My high ones. Wisdom and constitution.
Yes, for
Okay.
cleric.
I'm still thinking
Okay,
though
yeah,
about
okay.
these gunsmith idea.
Oh yes.
Is it?
Do you want to read the gunsmith thing?
Although
got
I
the
guess
PDF
is
here.
yeah. Is it how similar is it to the Pathfinder gun rules? I know it's adapted from them.
So it's it doesn't happen till level 3, so you have to take 2 levels of fighter,
Sure.
and then your 3rd level of fighter you get gunsmith. I'm using, just in case anybody's wondering out there, we're using Matt Mercer's. I paid for his PDF of his gunsmith or gunslinger archetype, which is very good. I highly suggest it. Matt Mercer, if you're out there. At
Sponsor
me.
us.
Yeah.
Matt Mercer, I will fight you for your hair.
I will watch this fight. Is that no hair pulling or only hair pulling?
No hair pulling. The hair is the prize. You don't fight over a watermelon by you don't fight for a watermelon by punching it.
I feel like that's exactly what you do.
We have different, very watermelon fighting philosophies, and it shows.
So you get a list of trick shots. Here's the.
This is terrible. I'm so sorry. It's all good. Grit, saving throws, quick draw, rapid repair, lightning reload, piercing shot, winging shot,
Ricky,
winging shot.
Do you happen to know what my proficiency bonus is and what saving throws I have?
Your proficiency bonus is going to be +2.
Okay.
That just levels up with every character.
Okay.
So it'll become +3 at level 5.
Okay.
I presume this is just a picture of, is it Percy? Percy?
Yes, Percy. Very good.
Thank you.
I don't know what your saving throws is yet, because it's in the Artificer book.
Okay. I would look it up online, but I can't do that this time. Thanks, Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast is... I will...
Actual thank you to Wizards of the Coast if you're out there. Hey.
And let's give a shout out for the OGL, which made Pathfinder happen anyway. I think I will... Since it looks pretty similar to Pathfinder, I will eschew Gunslinger this time. And let's go Paladin.
Let's go Paladin.
Let's go Paladin. Let's go Paladin. Let's go.
Paladin is exciting.
Gotta start looking up. Do you think FantasyNameGenerator.com makes a lot of money for the people who run it?
I don't know. I use it all the time.
I use it all the time.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
My
Who
brain
doesn't?
is FantasyNameGenerator.com.
Quick Build says strength should be your main, followed by charisma.
Right. I'm kind of worried that we don't have anybody ranged. I guess your breath is ranged.
Technically, yeah.
If we're getting a pet, pets are basically ranged because they can range about.
My dexterity is low though, so my ranged attacks are not great.
We have cleric.
Cleric can, yeah.
She's
Do
got
I-
caster.
Do I have to make a ranged attack for my breath, or does it just hit in a line?
Spell attacks, right?
It is a save. It's a dexterity.
Okay,
save.
okay, that's
We'll
better.
save against it.
Is there Bobarian? Does Bobarian work?
Barbarian? Yes, it does actually, but it's not like an official class.
Right. Maybe I need to simplify my thoughts. This is not
Fair
Pathfinder.
enough.
I can't do this.
No, you're fine. Paladin is good.
Paladin is good.
We need to check in with Allison or Rachel or somebody and get what you guys are doing. We're recording this.
I'm trying to figure out what my backstory could even be. That's always the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
So you've got the +2 dex and +1 to intelligence. So have you given out your main stats yet?
I have a +1 to intelligence,
Yes.
and then I also have a plus.
+2 to dex.
Oh no, that is okay. Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah.
So you should look into putting your stats here.
I'm writing in pen, so I'm gonna do that last.
Fair enough. But only your race gives you the +3 points.
Okay.
And then you have the numbers to put in.
Mhm.
And nothing else is going to change these scores.
Okay, that's
So they are good to put in whenever you're ready.
cool. I will do that.
Rachel, how is it going over there being barbarian?
Good. I think I'm gonna be a half-orc barbarian.
Half orc is a great barbarian.
Mm-hmm.
You already have your class or your race features over there.
Yeah, I got +2 to strength and +1 to con, I think, or maybe it's the other
Yep.
way around.
Look at them barbarian numbers. Gotta get these numbers up. These are barbarian numbers.
Let's
So
see.
does the plus, like the additional stats for your class and race, just add on to your totals that you have?
Right.
Like, okay.
So if you wanted to make strength your highest, you would put your 15 there, but it would go to a 17 with the +2.
Cool.
Okay, I think I'm good on that.
Hey, Ricky.
Mhm.
Who would have made me?
Some tinkering priest.
Don't they all? Okay.
You could be a cleric of. This is a good time to bring up my pantheon here.
Oh.
I've written a little mini pantheon here for this world.
Me and Ian were talking about the idea of making like a unified door monster pantheon, but we didn't want to step on the toes of everything you put
fair,
together.
sorry. Korra, the Brilliant Dawn.
Uh-huh.
She's neutral, chaotic, dwarven goddess of the dawn.
Okay.
She is the matron of invention and the next new idea. Her patrons are inventors and artists. This impulsive god communicates to her followers with brilliant epiphanies and strokes of genius. She teaches not to linger on one passion, but to quickly move from idea to the next idea.
Cool.
That sounds like somebody would have made a Warforged and then decide, well, that's good enough, and then moved on.
I can take that. I cannot be a paladin to that person, I presume, because
Yes, you can be a paladin of that person.
I don't have to be within one alignment step.
No, you can. This neutral chaotic.
character neutral, but lawful good is.
You can take a different paladin domain. You don't have to take domain of like
Is this
of good boys. You know what I mean?
Domain of good boys.
I have a longbow.
the Gabby domain?
I figured that out.
You have a longbow, yes.
Yes.
I have no idea what my class does yet. I gotta wait till I get the
Sorry,
book.
I'll
That's fine.
figure through this.
I'm picking a name out first.
Okay,
My
so
character name
at
is
level 1, I know
Ajax.
3 cantrips.
Yes.
I was about to say all of
From
my
the
character's
cleric
name
spell
options
list.
sound
Actually-
like
Okay,
And
so
then
and then I get one other one for
drug
being
names.
a high elf, I think.
But
Yes. you
Ajax
do.
isn't
Okay,
a
so I
drug
get
name,
4
Kyle.
cantrips?
It's a
4
household
cantrips.
cleaner, and also it's a warrior.
You also will
look.
look here class features. So you have your hit dice here.
Okay, where do I put that?
So it says hit dice.
Hit dice. Okay.
So you have the D8,
okay.
right? I think it's D8. Yeah.
Yes, it's D8.
And then so you
Okay.
have a total of 1 currently.
Total.
Hey, you got a D8 over there?
I got a D8. Oh,
Huh?
Got a D8?
You don't have to roll it.
I was gonna roll for a quirk, but maybe
Oh,
I was-
you're gonna roll for a quirk. I didn't actually bring my D&D dice with me.
Does anybody have a dice set?
Kyle has dice somewhere.
I have dice in the next
I picked
room.
6.
But they're
That was the one I was gonna go for.
Hey.
Is
In-
you don't understand clothing beyond its
Ricky is
utility,
die.
and you assume it denotes a person's function.
So D&D has 5th edition has this wonderful little thing where you can roll on tables to develop random personalities. You can literally just RNG your way into a character without having to think about a backstory if you don't want to.
I may still do a little bit of that just for inspiration. It does make it easier to like give
I
you a
need
starting point.
backstory stuff, but I know personality pretty well.
What are backgrounds mechanical?
Backgrounds are a mechanic. You will pick a background.
Okay,
So
That is generally last after class.
sure.
are these all of the ones I can pick from? Oh, that says 5th level.
So
So these are all them.
so you have to pick a domain, but I think that happens later. You don't have to
Well, I
pick
have
your
to
domain
pick.
now.
I have to pick spells
Spells are so the way
or cantrips.
so in the very back of the book here is where the spell lists are, and you'll see
Okay.
the cleric one.
Okay.
Now you pick your cantrips. These are your spell descriptions. So here
Clerics
are the
are
spell
prepared,
lists.
right?
Cantrips are here.
So the actual cleric spells, your cantrips are different. You know your cantrips that you pick.
Uh huh.
So we go back a couple pages and we'll find cleric.
Oh, I see.
Boom. Cleric.
Cleric.
Those are the cantrips you can pick from. Not a lot of them. But see these first level spells?
Uh huh.
You know all of these spells.
Sure.
And every day you pick which spells you prepare.
How many?
You get to prepare cleric spells. I want to say it is your wisdom modifier plus your cleric level worth. I'll double check that for you real quick.
Okay. So I get to pick 4 cantrips and then however many spells.
Cleric spellcasting.
I'm gonna get a dice up because I need a size
Sure.
modifier.
Cleric gives you okay. Prayer lists from cleric spells are available. Wisdom modifier plus your cleric level. So
Wisdom modifier, I don't know what that is.
go to your wisdom score. Mm-hmm. What is it?
14.
14. So that is a +2.
Okay,
So down in the small box here, you'll add your modifiers.
Okay.
So this would be a -1. So
The first
10
one?
is average, so 10 is 0. And every 2 under 10 is a minus, and every 2 above 10 is a plus.
Okay.
So your dexterity is 12, so that'd be a +1.
Okay.
Your con is 15, so that's a +2.
Okay.
14 intelligence is +2. And 14 wisdom is a +2. And 10 charisma is a +0.
Perfect.
Hey, if anybody has any great dice rolling apps they'd like to suggest in the comments, please do.
Google actually just has one now. If you
Hey,
just-
hey!
it works pretty well.
I'm going for DN Dice because it has 3D dice.
I love Google. Google, if you're out there, pay
Sponsor me.
I have your phone. It's a very good phone.
They don't have to. We use all of their products already. There's nothing they can gain from us
I know.
that they have not already gotten.
So of course this is just going to be knowledge you guys know for existing in this world. I'm just gonna drop this on you while you guys are working at your characters a little bit.
Okay.
So these are the 5 heroes of lore. Saint Bartholomew was a human cleric. He was involved in keeping the light of I want to say the goddess's name is Violiness.
Oh, the violinses?
It was supposed to be like a play off of the word violet because she's a goddess of light. And anyways,
I defer.
Arrowfell was a wood elf ranger who helped lead the way through the wilderness. Lieutenant Dirk was a commander in the dwarven army in the artillery division. Artillery not existing yet. It was not the artillery division. It was currently just the range division. He invented the first cannon. There is Archivist the Mysterious, who it seems that history has... he had a cloak, and he cast spells.
Wow. Somebody wasn't a very good
It might not be a
archivist.
he. As far as history can tell, they were a part of the heroes, and we're not really sure what else he did, or she did. And then we have Glentrell, Human Monk.
Enough
Are
said.
these the
Yep,
heroes?
these are the 5 heroes of lore.
Glentrell, the human monk, just flurried.
No.
Yep,
Glentrell Human Monk. That's the name.
Glentrell, human monk.
that's her whole name.
Actually, a baker, but
Yeah. Actually, believe it or not, a bard. Yeah.
for the record, I am 6'5" and 298 pounds.
Damn,
Can
what
you
are
roll
you
for
playing?
that stuff, or do you get to decide?
You can roll for it.
And you get to decide.
Your race page will tell you what your average like your ranges per race are for height and weight.
Is there like a place for like there's a character, there's a whole thing. Okay, I see. There's a whole second page that has all this junk on it.
The second page is for all your character
Too
fluff, but it's not fluff. It's important because we're role playing.
Because I am a robot. My personality traits are my physical description.
Fair enough. Did you roll a flaw about not understanding clothes?
I did.
Did that like blow past me somehow?
I did.
Excellent. Great. 10 out of 10.
I don't have anything about the rolling personality things in this book. Find the wrong
It's
book.
for his race.
Oh, okay.
You will get yours in the backgrounds. When we do backgrounds,
Okay.
which is like the last step,
Yeah.
we will pick. Are you just writing down every single cleric spell?
No, I'm writing down what my cantrips are.
Okay, all right, good.
One cantrip is like 5 elements to it.
Excellent. Which cantrips are you going with?
Currently, I only have 3.
Which are?
I have Mending, Spare the Dying, and what was this called?
Spare the Dying is a very, very
This
good
is called
cantrip.
Thaumaturgy.
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 Unless you
Thaumaturgy.
turd the Thomas.
Oh, thank God.
Well, we wouldn't want to leave home without that.
You ever seen an unturged Thama? You haven't.
Wow.
Some clerics are really
Shame.
good at their job.
So I think I've figured out a little bit more of my backstory based on the name options available on fantasynamegenerator.com.
Yeah, is there a Dragonborn
As
name?
you see, there was. They were all boring, and I didn't like them because they were just random syllables that sounded like you were hacking up something. So I decided to go check out the real names section and see what kinds they had. And they had an entire section of Amish names.
Oh, yes.
So I have decided that I came from an Amish community, but because I could breathe lightning, I got into inventions and decided this is some bullcrap and then left. And that's also why my wisdom is tanked.
Excellent. This is 10 out of 10.
You and I can we can like lean over and like converse like, what do you think that person is? I've never seen that before.
I'm sorry. Tell me more about your Amish thing. I was writing stuff down.
I am an Amish dragon man
Oh, no.
Yes.
that discovered technology is fun, so I left and started making it. And my wisdom is incredibly low as a result.
Well, all right.
It's excellent. Actually, there's a perfect background for you then.
My name is Obadiah Stolly.
This is amazing.
Obadias.
Spell it for the folks at home.
Obadiah is my first name, and my last name is Stahley.
Obadiah Stally.
I'm from a small community of Amish Dragonborn that do not like the modern boom of technology and have decided to stick with the simpler times.
This is amazing. This is everything I could have wanted.
I have curiosity. It says I don't need to eat, drink, or breathe.
Yeah.
Can I?
Sure. Just make terrifying inhale noise. Breathing is fun. I understand why you do it.
Vacuum turns on.
It's gonna be one of these campaigns.
This reminds me of a similar
I'm
situation
trying to fit in.
that we faced recently with Douglas Fir, where he didn't have to drink, but we had to figure out what alcohol did to a tree.
What does alcohol do to a tree?
Does it kill it? I think it kills it, right?
I think we had to decide that alcohol did not count as poison for the effects of
right.
remove poison.
That's right.
Was the main.
You ever seen a
thing.
weeping willow and how they whoa drunk tree?
Drunk tree.
And I'm immune to magical sleep. That's cool.
Hey, that's actually important.
Yep. At one point, one of my campaigns, I had the villain. Like, I had this his whole deal was being able to put everybody to sleep. I forgot I had a half elf on the party, and so my player's like, "Hey, he cast hideous laughter," and he failed the save, so they didn't manage to completely derail my campaign immediately.
So, in 5th edition, sleep is like one of the strongest first level spells in the world.
It always is.
It has no save.
That's stronger.
You just roll dice, and if you roll higher than your target's hit points, they just fall asleep, and then you get to it spreads, so you can make a couple of people sleep, but not everybody if you don't roll high enough. But it is a really, 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 really dumb spell. I think you're an elf, so you're also immune to sleep,
Oh, that's good.
or you're immune to charm. I think you're immune to charm.
Yeah, I don't know if the elves don't have to sleep thing carried over to Pathfinder or not.
It did.
It did?
They don't have to sleep, but they do have an 8-hour trancey thing.
Oh, so they sleep.
No.
No, because elf trance, you are fully aware. So if somebody ambushes you while you are elf trance, you just literally just step forward with sword.
Okay.
Same thing with my sentry rest. It's cool.
And then you're like, man, now I don't get to count this as rest. I hate you. Start trance again.
Actually, I also need 6
You
hours.
need to tell me about the gods I need to follow.
Oh yes, do you have your drive? Or sorry, the
Do I have my drive?
Here we go.
I can bring it up on my
Probably
if you want.
VLS the piercing light.
Okay. So I think I have some of my backstory kind of coming together.
Here, you can read her little bit here.
Okay.
She's a lawful good goddess of light.
Rachel, how's yours coming?
Oh, it's going well. I'm gonna be a half elk or half orc barbarian. I'm gonna be named Ylfa Thok. One of which names I got from an Icelandic name generator, and the other is from the book.
Just like Ascala.
Yeah. Very similar. I'm going to wield a great axe. I think I'm from the islands.
Yeah, I'll pick her.
Sounds pretty good.
And that's what I got so far.
That sounds pretty excellent.
What is a tool proficiency?
Tool proficiencies are thieves' tools, tinker's tools. It just means that when you roll with those, you get the proficiency bonus.
Sure.
In D&D, everybody has a proficiency bonus. It starts at +2 and it builds up as you level up. And you just get that bonus to everything you are quote-unquote proficient in. So when the game just says, you are proficient in this, then you get it. If you become proficient in harmonica, then you get +2 to all of your harmonica-related rolls.
I don't need to roll. I'm naturally a harmonic genius.
So what I'm getting so far is our only connection to any form of high society might be Allison, but it depends on her
I actually
backstory.
probably will not be. Well, maybe. I've
Austin's
actually
a poor town.
decided the
Probably also a
reason
bunch of vagabonds.
that I hate people and healing so much is because I'm from a family of slaves forced to exclusively heal, other. I haven't figured out who would capture people and then force them to heal exclusively, but like a slave hospital or something.
So
Okay.
That's the only way. That's the only way I can make her just an insufferable bitch and have that make sense. She has to hate doing what she does. That's the
You
whole
could
point.
just be like some mad, crazed dude that was like, what if?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
What
Just
if I ran an engine purely off of, holy power?
yeah, like healing magic or something. So maybe depends on who kidnapped me, but outside of that, no, I actually probably don't have any relation to
Boom.
I said.
No.
That's fine.
I am on it today.
Who needs money? Oh
right
yeah.
to the artificer page.
Well, I need money. Wait, is there something like what?
Did you find $1 on the couch or something?
No, sorry. It was a rhetorical question because none of our characters have any connection to any sort of
Alright, I was
wealth
gonna say-
whatsoever.
Yeah, so we're just like what I'm getting is we're like Antifa the party. Like,
Oh no.
Oh my god.
You guys are choosing to work with a merchant ship.
that's fair. That's not high society. Merchants are gross. Down with capitalism. I'm in the
You're
wrong place.
working for a capitalist. Okay, sure.
Okay, so I,
Just let them believe. Let them believe what they believe.
up with capitalism.
Up with capitalism.
Can I have a book that tells me what paladin do?
Yes, here's the book that tells you what paladin do.
So remind me how to health. We get all of it for the first level,
So
and we're
your
only level
first
1, so
level-
that's it, right?
Your first level, you get your full dice worth of health,
Okay.
plus your charisma. Oh, sorry, plus your constitution modifier.
Okay.
How to Paladin 101 by Wizards of the Coast. Why have I not been handing Allison stuff to hand to you?
Yeah, well, I mean,
I wouldn't do it.
Magic's greatest secrets revealed.
Oh, I guess I'll need Dragonborn stuff too in a minute.
Dragonborn
Is that in the base book, or is that like something that was added
is in
later?
the base book, but I can pull that up real quick.
Okay.
proficiency bonus starts at 2.
Yep.
Ricky, is there any reason you can think off the top of your head that the Artificer would be better off having Dexterity than Strength? Because I just sort of decided to double up on Strength since I already had a bonus there.
You can really drive those boths in.
Alright, I'll leave it as is.
All right, I have questions for my backstory that people can help me answer.
Sure.
All right, I've decided I've been kidnapped by a lunatic at a young age and kept in a prison and forced to heal with other victims. Next question, should I escape or should I have been saved?
Now, you're an adventurer. Escape.
Escaped, okay.
Your level 1 adventure. You were saved. No, I'm just...
You misunderstand. Level 0 adventurers can do anything they want. Once you gain a level, then you have to obey the rules.
I could have escaped young.
No. All
All right,
I
in that
killed 6
case,
dragons as a baby.
in that case, Ricky, who kidnapped me and has a whole prison full of...
Some mad scientist.
Oh, wait, I
Okay.
have a question real quick. I get another language? What
Yes.
is there a language that is particularly common or like normal for me to have?
Dwarven, because your creator was a dwarf.
Cool.
Alright, Dragonborn, you get your strength increased by 2 and your charisma by 1.
Right?
Age. Young Dragonborn grow quickly. They walk hours after hatching, attaining the size development of a 10-year-old human child by the age of 3 and reach adulthood by 15. They live to be about 80.
Okay.
So, you pick your age from there. Dragonborn tend to extremes, making a conscious choice for one side or the other in the cosmic war between good and evil.
Fun.
Most Dragonborn are good, but those who side with Tiamat can be terrible villains, so your alignment's probably going to be good.
Dragons, man, just like always causing problems. Not fixing
Dragonborn
them.
are taller and heavier than humans, standing well over 6 feet tall and averaging at about 250 pounds, but your size is medium.
Ian, real fast, pick a race.
Gnome.
Okay.
A gnome mad scientist. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
That is my least
Perfect.
favorite race now.
Those gnomes.
Glad I didn't pick Gnome.
2 feet tall.
You have Ian to thank for that.
Big plans. Are you just Randy Newman now? Just short people got no reason. Because you're an
hope
elf,
not.
so you already don't like dwarves.
Oh, yeah.
Hobbits, how do you feel on hobbits?
That's not true.
Sorry,
High elves don't say that they
halflings,
dislike
halfling.
dwarves. Oh, to be fair, I hate everyone.
To be fair.
I just have a little bit of PTSD against gnomes.
So, your draconic ancestry is blue. You can use a breath weapon once per short rest of a lightning line, which is a 30-foot line, and a dex save. The DC for your breath weapons, you might want to put this in attacks. Breath weapon
Okay.
is 8 plus your con modifier plus proficiency. So, it should be pretty good because I think you have big con. Big con.
Right here.
I was actually just thinking about a convention where everything is just like slightly 1 inch too tall for everybody.
It's just a big and tall store.
So that's only DC 12, and then lightning is the damage type.
It does 2d6 of lightning damage on a failed save and half damage on a successful one.
Okay.
And it'll increase as you level up.
Cool. So what is... Do
You
I just
also
open my
have-
mouth and then just like a lightning bolt shoots out? Or?
Yeah, you just... You also have resistance to the damage type associated with your ancestry.
Okay.
So you can write that you resist lightning damage. So whenever you would take lightning, you can put it in proficiencies or anywhere.
Okay.
What does resistance mean?
Half damage.
Okay.
Rounded in your favor.
Where is the merchant ship going? Do I know this?
Deeper into the archipelago. Probably to the elven capital.
Elf Jamaica.
Elf Jamaica.
Things that are probably not going to happen.
We have to go to Elf Jamaica.
It making it
We're
there.
taking this boat and we're going to Elf Jamaica, guys.
God.
All right.
Language. You can speak, read, and write Common and Draconic.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Yep.
Gotcha. Do I get extra languages because my intelligence is high, or is that not a D&D thing?
That is not a D&D thing.
Fine.
You might get languages through your class, and you might get more languages when we pick a background, but...
Where are we currently at? Like before we get on this ship? Where's our location?
Ostum,
Ostum.
which is a port town. It's
a
decently
singular
sized.
Ostia. It's a...
Okay.
Hey, Allison, you're high on wisdom, right?
Yeah, very.
Good, because I'm also tanking wisdom.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I knew
I
this
feel
was
like
gonna
that makes
happen.
sense.
I feel
Yeah.
like every campaign I'm in, there's always two people who
And then we
decide
have
to
the
just
wise
fuck
barbarian
around.
over here, right?
I'm not...
My intelligence is high, my wisdom. I'm just not
What's
wise
your
to the way
wisdom?
of the world.
13.
Oh, actually, yeah, we do have a wise barbarian over here.
Okay.
Barbarians are wise. They have to live off the land. They're not smart. They don't like the book learning necessarily. Maybe actually that'd be a cool barbarian concept, like an oral storyteller who's like a high-end barbarian because they just know.
Easy. Thank you.
Not school, then die.
Yeah. Not school, then die.
Yeah.
Okay. I've almost got my stats worked out. For paladin, does int do anything for paladins?
No, you can be as dumb as you want.
Dexterity does dexterity still add to AC?
Dexterity can add to AC, but if you're doing heavy armor, it does not.
Okay.
We'll pick your armor and equipment. That's the actual factual last thing we'll be doing after the background.
Because I'm imagining I'll be wearing heavy armor.
Yes.
So, probably, I have a 10 and a 12 left, and I'm just debating. I'm low whiz, so I feel like int is good because I'm a robot kind of deal, right? I don't know.
Sure.
But,
You don't have to know how you were made.
Yeah, but I don't like... Playing low int, low whiz is just kind of annoying, I feel like. But
You're the RoboCop.
It just means you don't do the thinking, you do the...
right. They have the technology. They'll fix us, right? That's not...
You probably just kind of do what people tell you to do, honestly, in that
But I have
case.
freedom now. I'm liberated.
Yeah.
I'm a...
But
But Dex...
low int, low whiz is basically just a child, right? So that's not inaccurate,
I
probably, to
am
what you're
2
playing.
years old. I'm a 6'5", 298-pound 2-year-old.
The world better watch out. Don't you get naturally +1 AC too?
I do, which is why.
Excellent.
But is it, well, so heavy armor like actually cap my dex down to 0?
So, armor in this game.
Oh, I start with a light crossbow. That's nice. Can I go ahead and start putting in my equipment? Does that count?
The equipment that you get from your class, yes.
Yeah, okay. I get 2 simple weapons of my choice, too.
Yep.
Can I just assume what is a simple weapon and just pick
I will
those?
tell you what a simple weapon is.
I think I probably have a pretty good idea of what simple weapons are from Pathfinder lists.
Hey, guess what? I don't have to pick spells. Not at level 1.
That's good. Oh yeah, they don't pick them until like 3
Your
or
simple
something. Right?
weapons are a club, a dagger, a great club, a hand axe, a javelin, a light hammer, a mace, a quarterstaff, a sickle, or a spear.
Okay.
That is different. How can it be club and great club? Like, Oh, you have a club? Well, I got a great club.
The Great Club is a D8, the club is a D4, the Great Club is two-handed, and the club is light.
I think you mean the club is lit. Woo!
Lit.
Woo, 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 woo.
I'll take the hammer. It says I get 2, so I won't. Yeah, I'll take the hammer and the spear. That seems like a good range.
So, all heavy armor starts
Thank
at
you.
ring mail. Ring mail is the cheapest heavy armor, and it has no dex modifier. You will probably at least be able to afford chainmail to start the game, which also has all heavy armor has no dex modifier adding.
Okay, so Dex is irrelevant to me entirely.
Yes.
Okay, well then I will have a 12 in intelligence, just to say I do.
Nice. Look
I guess
at you.
Dex saves are important. Nah, I'm a paladin. I tank through that.
And your class will also give you what 2 saves you're proficient in.
Cool.
It'll also give you proficiency in skills. That means you just fill in the little bubble next to the skill on your thing.
What do I do?
So you're cleric, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the cleric finding noise. It didn't work. I didn't find the cleric in that time.
So hit points are 10 plus Constitution modifier. That's good. That means I start off with 12 hit points.
So your hit point maximum, which goes up here, hit point maximum, is going to be, so you have the D8, what's your con, is +2. So you're going to start with 10 hit points.
That's
Hey,
it.
Rachel,
That's
how
it.
many con do you have?
What do I do for my saving throws?
You have 15 con?
So-
And is Barbarian a D10?
For hit dice? Or
yeah,
for hit
I think
dice.
it's 12.
Does it get the D12 in 5e?
I think it does. Let me double check.
I got that from the book. I don't know.
Cool. You have 2 more hit points than me.
Yeah, D12 per barbarian level. The
Neat.
barbarians are chunky.
They're junky.
My thing
Thanks,
says I
Barb.
get scale mail. What does that make my AC?
Good thing he says you are proficient in scale mail, or
I have it. To
you
start
get
with.
scale mail to
Yeah.
start. Okay, 1 second. I'll look at that.
You have scales and scale mail?
Well, it says studded leather or
Wow.
scale mail, but it seems more appropriate.
How do you
to-
find out your saving throws?
So your saving throws here, you get wisdom and charisma. You get to fill in the bubble.
What?
So the little bubbles next to all your skills.
Oh, you just...
Fill in the bubble for wisdom and charisma because you're a cleric. Now you put your modifier. If you have the bubble, you get an extra 2. So
Oh,
your,
okay,
So
so
your
just-
charisma is currently a 0, right? But because you're proficient, you get a +2 in it.
Cool. So +2.
Yep. And your wisdom is going to be a +4,
Whoa.
and then your intelligence is going to be a +2.
Okay, I see.
I request,
It's going to be a +2.
since the person who made me was a free spirit, I request RGB eyes.
Yes.
Ooh, you
sure.
request
you can
what?
have them.
RGB eyes.
It means he can change the eye color. Magically, yes.
I can also change my eye color.
And then you get
Wow.
to you get to
We
choose
take my one thing, my anime protagonist eyes. No, it's great.
you get to choose 2 skills from your skill list.
Okay.
You get to choose to bubble in either history, insight, medicine, persuasion, or religion. And you get 2 of them.
I'll pick medicine. History, medicine, insight, or persuasion.
Or persuasion and religion.
History, insight. What religion?
My eyes are RGB, my skin is shiny, and my hair is no.
Now you can fill all of those out. They'll say on the side what stat they use. So
Same.
acrobatics is dex.
Actually.
So you use the +1.
That's it? You just put your modifier?
Yeah. But if you have proficiency, you get another +1. Don't fill that out yet because your background will give you a few more proficiencies.
Okay.
Ricky, what's my AC?
Scale mail. Pulling it up.
I'm working on putting in my magical tinkering.
I
right now.
always suggest to people who are running D&D games, always host a session 0.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
You cannot just dive in my opinion.
currently drawing my character, so I need a symbol for my religion.
Oh, well, you're in luck. I didn't draw symbols for any of the religions, so you get to make it.
Hey.
Oh.
Scale mail is 14 AC plus your dex modifier with a maximum of 2.
Cool. My dex is 0, so 14 it is.
Yep.
Oh, I start with chainmail.
You start with chainmail.
I do start with chainmail.
Chainmail requires you to have a 13 in strength,
I have a 16.
and it gives you a 16 AC.
plus my 1.
So 17 AC at level 1. That's pretty good.
I don't mind that at all. Is inspiration? That sounds like something.
Inspiration is not going to happen. Inspiration is a fake rule. Nobody uses it.
I just want to tell you how much that the minor depression Eddie that I went through hearing inspiration is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I've had those days.
So equipment. Allison,
I have a longbow.
you get a longbow. You took. So here we go. Equipment. You start with the following equipment in addition to equipment granted by your background.
Okay.
So you can either take a mace or a warhammer.
Nope.
No, I mean you get one or the other.
I don't want either.
Well, you don't have to use it, but you can have it.
Sell it or give it to me.
Yeah, take your mace.
Okay. I have mace.
Scale mail, leather armor, or chain mail if you have 13 strength.
Nope.
So do you want scale mail or leather armor?
Oh, leather.
Leather armor will give you 11 AC plus your dex modifier. Scale mail will give you 14 plus your dex modifier.
Leather armor.
Okay.
We play for character, not for
11.
efficiency.
11 plus your dex modifier will be your AC.
So 12.
It's 12. Yep. A light crossbow and 20 bolts.
A light crossbow.
Yep.
It shoots light.
I also have one of those. That's just sort of the sidearm of the era, though, I suppose.
Okay.
It is. A priest pack or an explorer's pack. You pick priest.
Guess
And
so.
then a shield
Okay.
and a holy symbol.
Can be explorer pack.
Sure.
I don't need to make an oath yet, right?
No. That's also the best thing about Paladin is like level 1, you are just fight man. And then level 2, you're fight man with spell. And then level 3, you're fight man with spell and oath. And then you just become a god after that.
What is my god's name again?
Where did my phone go? Here it is.
Is there an alignment restriction?
Yes. Violesis. There you go.
Cool.
My magical tinkering ability has many options.
Oh, yes. You're an artificer. You are literally going to be making a Batman level of stupid gadgets.
That sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it does. Looks like to start with, I can just touch tiny non-magical objects and give them a certain magical property
Yep.
of my choosing based on, or one of these 4, basically. Lasts indefinitely, means it just lasts
Yeah.
forever.
Is the alignment restriction lawful good?
No, you don't have a... You want to talk about for being a paladin?
Yeah.
You just have to be lawful.
Just lawful.
Or chaotic. Honestly, I'm going to let it go pretty lax on paladin.
I'm going to be a chaotic evil paladin.
Sure.
I'm not.
Your god is neutral chaotic, so you can be chaotic.
I will be
neutral.
lawful neutral.
Sure.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Am I in bad with Korra? Or
You can pick a different god. You don't have to be the god of Korra. You could join the... there is a neutral, lawful god.
I feel like being I'm not gonna be like, I don't need to go all high school and make a chaotic neutral robot. I don't need to be like Invader Zim over here. We can
Sure. If you want to be lawful, you definitely can be. There is Galamont, the Tireless Dusk. He is a neutral, lawful elven god of the dusk who guides ships at night and watches over late-night laborers, maintaining order even in the darkest times, a giver of a mysterious shrub whose seeds brew a beverage as dark as the night that's said to bring out the best in everyone for a short period.
coffee god.
He is the coffee god.
Coffee god. Also, you said of merchants, of shipping merchants.
Ships in the night, yeah.
It may perhaps be that we are starting on a ship that I am guarding, so this is good.
Yeah,
Where did you say I find all the like ideals and bonds and flaws and stuff?
that will be background.
Background.
And we'll do that after everybody has their their initial stuff. Rachel, you got all your stuff that your class gives you?
Yes. I
Any
think
questions currently?
What do I add to my skills when I have a proficiency in something?
+2.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong book.
And I just want to check and make sure my modifiers are right. So if I have a 17 strength, it's +3. If I have a 12 dex, it's +1.
Yes.
If I have a 15 constitution, it's +2. 8 intelligence, -1. 13 wisdom, +1. And 10 charisma, 0.
Yes,
Okay,
that's all
yes.
correct.
Do
Yes.
paladins don't get all saves?
No, paladins don't get all saves.
Wow.
You get the best saves, though, right?
I mean, I guess. Dex comes up a lot.
Ian, do you have the background book?
I do have a background book. I'll go
This
through
one.
quickly.
Oh, that's it?
That's a background book.
Oh.
We're about to move on to backgrounds.
What is martial weapons?
Martial
Gimme.
weapons? I'll pull that up real quick.
Also, is sword and board worth it?
Yes.
Oh, I need 2
Yes.
languages. What are my language?
Elven. Common. Sylvan if you want it.
What's Sylvan?
It's like the druidic language.
Do gnomes have a specific language?
No, actually.
Okay.
There's no Namek?
There's no gnomic. You could take Dwarven, it will be helpful. Goblin language could be helpful.
What would be in a weird prison full of kidnapped victims?
Misery is a language.
Speak that one.
Abyssal. Oh lord, what prison was that?
That's probably fine.
Yeah.
Elven, common. You said
Martial
Sylvan?
melee.
Martial melee.
Battle axe, flail, glaive, great axe, great sword, halberd, lance, long sword, maul, morning star, pike, rapier, scimitar, short sword, trident, war pick, war hammer.
Okay. I presume greatsword is a two-handed.
Great sword is heavy, two-handed, 2d6 slashing.
And so you said sword or board does do good here?
Yeah, sword is good.
Sword is good, but what about board?
Board is good.
Board is good. Okay, because that doesn't work in Pathfinder at all, so let's do this right. Okay, and so what are board options? Is that...
Shield gives you a +2 to armor class while you're holding it.
+2 to armor? Armor class is 19.
Yes.
Okay, alright, we can do this. And what's the difference between a scimitar and a longsword? D8 versus D6?
Scimitar is a d6 finesse weapon,
Ew.
and a longsword is a d8 slashing, versatile to a d10.
If I use two hands?
Yep.
If I drop my sword?
Here you drop
Drop
your
my
shield.
drop your shield.
Yep.
That sounds... so... Classic it is.
Yep. Longsword.
Longsword and shield.
That sounds pretty good.
My dexterity is 10, so my javelins will be useless.
Throw.
So I have a sort of a flavor question.
Sure.
It's saying that I have basically, like, I cast spells through tools,
Yes.
like through thieves' tools or tinker's tools.
Yes.
What kind of objects are we talking about? It's pretty much anything that I want, or
So like, what spell is it?
I don't know. I haven't picked the spells yet. I think it gives me. Yeah, I found. So it has a list here of ones I can
Like
pick from.
literally, like when you're talking about like thieves' tools, you can like imagine that's like the rollout bag with all the picks, the locks, and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Maybe like some ink and stuff like that. You know, you're literally MacGyvering spells out of your stuff.
Okay.
You're literally reaching into your like. You're gonna like click on your little welding bit of thing or whatever, and just make something happen.
Okay.
You're essentially reaching into the gnome bag.
Gnome bag.
I think, I will say though, if you're picking spells and you're an alchemist, alchemist is the second class to have access to level 1 grease.
Get
And
level 1 grease.
Grease is an amazingly overpowered spell in every possible way.
So mine isn't prepared casting. It's like,
Let me see the book real quick.
how does it? Yeah, which one is this? Oh, ritual casting. No, that's something else.
You are a ritual caster. Okay, so artificers, intelligence is your spellcasting ability. You understand the theory behind magic allows you to wield these spells with superior skill. Use your intelligence whenever an artificer spell refers to your spellcasting ability. If a spell can be cast as a ritual, let's see here. As an artificer, use your tools when you cast your spells. When describing your spell casting, think about how you're using a tool to perform the spell attack. If you cast Cure Wounds using alchemist supplies, you could be quickly producing a salve. If you cast it using Tinkerer's tools, you might have a miniature mechanical spider that binds wounds. When you cast Poison Spray, you could fling foul chemicals or use a wand that spits venom. The effect for the spell is the same as for a spellcaster of any other class, but your method of spellcasting is special.
Okay. So I just
it's
get
a
to make up
flavor
stupid
thing.
stuff, sure.
Yes. You're literally Barney bagging all these spells out of just nowhere.
So
How does it? So is it prepared or is it like the other one? Whatever the
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous, yeah.
I didn't look at that part.
Hopefully this episode is enjoyable to listen to.
If not, we can scrap it. It's no
Yeah.
big deal.
I
That's
think it's
true.
fun. People need to know that this is a thing that you need to do for your D&D games.
Right.
Like, so you spell slots. Your spell casting. Okay. The Artificer table shows you how many spell slots you have to cast your Artificer spells. To cast one of your Artificer spells, expend a first level spell slot or higher. When you prepare the list of Artificer spells that are available for you to cast. Okay, so you're just like a cleric. You get intelligence modifier plus half your Artificer level rounded down of spells. Minimum of one spell.
Per day?
Yes.
What's that? So, but it's prepared?
Yes. So you get 2 spell slots a day right now, and the number of spells you get to prepare off this list is going to be what's your intelligence modifier?
2.
2.
Yeah.
So you'll get to pick 3 spells because it rounds up. So because your level is 1, so half of that is half, and we round up.
Oh, so it's wizard prep, not cleric prep. He has like a formula book.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you'll get to pick 3 of these spells every day.
But I can only cast 2 of them?
Yes. You can cast the same one twice. You just pick which 3 you're gonna have ready.
Okay.
So it's like
Same thing with cantrips?
Cantrips, you just know a certain number at the very on the page back. It'll tell you how many cantrips you're supposed to know. 1 page back.
Yeah, it says 2 of those also.
Right.
It says 2 cantrips and 2 first level
So
spells.
your cantrips are just things that you know and you can do whenever you want.
How do you calculate skills? Is it just your modifier, and if you have proficiency, add proficiency bonus?
Right, and don't do that yet because you're going to get more proficiencies in your background.
Cool.
You good?
Yep, I'm good.
That picture's coming along well.
Thank you. I'm enjoying it.
Switching to the background.
Can I see it?
now.
Yeah.
We can also close the episode off whenever you feel like we've done everything that
Okay.
is audibly
Thanks.
interesting and we can still finish up without the recording going.
Fair enough. We'll pick a background real quick. And then once we've picked our background, I will give you one last thing and then we'll finish up
Okay.
after.
I'll probably wait on spells because I just don't think that's going to be interesting to do in a podcast.
Yeah.
Because I have to read through them and figure out which ones I want.
Customization options. Alright. Where are backgrounds? This is feats. I'm close.
I think that's just about all, though, that I have
Backgrounds.
for my class.
The backgrounds are acolyte, charlatan, criminal,
Wait, what?
entertainer, folk hero, guild artisan, hermit, noble, outlander, sage, sailor, soldier, and urchin.
Are there any more in Eberron?
There might be, but haven't read them yet.
Okay, no problem.
So many options.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
There were 40 in Pathfinder 2.
There's more in Xanthar's Guide, but I'm just going to use the base backgrounds because we have not used backgrounds yet.
That's totally fine.
So what would you consider your character to be, Allison?
Of the ones you mentioned?
Yes.
Oh, I have no idea.
Do you want to be an urchin? Are you an acolyte?
I don't know what any of that
This
means.
is your background.
An urchin?
Where did you come from? Yes.
What is an urchin?
Street urchin? Like
Like
a little
boy
An
on the
urchin.
street.
Ah.
You grew up on the streets alone, orphaned and poor. You had no one to watch over you, so you learned to provide for yourself. You fought fiercely over food and kept constant watch out for other desperate souls who might steal from you. You've slept on rooftops and endured sickness. Is that you?
Probably not.
Probably not. How about soldier?
Probably not.
No?
Are you still doing the fake healing thing, or is that dropped?
Fake healing? Oh no, that was just because we had to be celebrities.
Cool.
Sage? Outlander?
Sage, like
Hermit?
the tasty
Yeah.
herb.
Maybe
Basil.
you were a noble? Before you were taken?
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look at him.
Which one fits Amish best?
Hermit or guild artisan?
Give me
Hermit
those.
is you lived in seclusion, either in a sheltered community, such as a monastery, or entirely alone, for a formative part of your life. In your time apart from the clamor of society, you found quiet solitude and perhaps some of the answers you were looking for.
What does it give me as far as like?
It will give you
abilities?
proficiency in medicine and religion.
Okay.
It will give you proficiency in herbalism kits, an extra language, a scroll case stuffed full of notes from your studies or prayers, a winter blanket, an herbalism kit, and 5 gold.
Okay,
Okay.
can I look at these
What is-
online?
You can.
What's the other one do?
You also get a discovery. But the guild artisan is you are a member of an artisan's guild, skilled in a particular field closely associated with your wares. So you are part of the mercantile world. So maybe, all that Amish furniture
Or
Your-
your inventions.
or your inventions.
How many are there? There's a ton on the website.
Yeah, that's why I'm sticking to these.
What does that give me?
Huh?
What does that one give? That background give me?
You get proficiency in insight and persuasion. You get an extra tool proficiency of your choice. You get an extra language, a set of artisan's tools of your choice, a letter of introduction from your guild, a set of traveler's clothes, and 15 gold. You also get guild membership. You are an established and respected member of a guild. You can rely on certain benefits that membership provides. Your fellow guild members will provide you. I will make you a member of the Inventors Guild.
So I guess it just depends on how far along in my own story I want to be starting with this. Like if I just
Right.
left or if I've been out for a
It
little
also
while.
has a bunch of personality traits, flaws, and bonds and ideals that you can roll on also if you want them.
Okay. I may have to think on that for just a minute because it's a slightly different character direction depending
Sure
on which
thing.
one.
There's
I-
also
I think I'm probably an urchin or a hermit or an outlander. Depending.
How about you, Rachel? What are you thinking?
I'm an outlander.
Outlander for sure.
Tell me about outlanders.
Outlander. You grew up in the wilds, far from civilization,
Not me.
far from the comforts of town and technology. You've witnessed migrations of herds larger than forests, survived weather more extreme than any city dweller could comprehend. You gain athletics and survival as extra proficiencies. If you're already proficient, pick something else from your class list.
Got it.
So
Here,
you get
let me fix the
those.
table.
Yep, sure.
There you go.
You get the proficiency in one musical instrument of your choice.
That's fine.
What can I play to charm the beast of the field?
Drums. Barbarian drums.
Pan-
Drums. They don't like drums. Flute. Flute. I already apparently had some answer I expected anyway. Probably panpipes. I'm just thinking panpipes, but I
you
gotta
just
look
have
at the
this
list.
adorable flute made out of the femur of one of your enemies.
That's a great idea.
Aw.
Super cool. I'm looking at the backgrounds online, and I would like to be an
What's a
Azorius
hermit?
functionary.
No. See, this is why we can't have nice things. You also get a staff, a hunting trap, a trophy from an animal you've killed, a set of traveler's clothes, and a pouch containing 10 gold.
Okay. Do I just write that down somewhere?
You put it all in your equipment. That one's equipment. You also get a feature called Wanderer, which is actually pretty good. You have an excellent memory for maps and geography, and you can always recall the general layout of terrain, settlements, and other features around you.
Oh my god.
In addition, you can find food and fresh water for yourself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
That's
Great.
cool.
All right, so I have I have a request of you, my DM.
Yes.
So I'm going to start. I have a story arc I'd like to embark on.
Okay.
I'm going to start off as paladin, but not yet, because I don't have to oath yet and everything.
Sure.
And the only things I have right now are divine sense and lay on hands. It was
Right.
created by a crazy priest, so that makes sense.
Okay.
He moved on, lost interest in me, right?
Right.
I want to be just a ship merchant's guard.
Okay.
So I probably pick sailor as my
You
background.
want sailor?
Right, and then,
Let's
but
do
I
it.
would like by level 3 for you to give me a reason to take a paladin oath.
That will happen.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
So you get sailor. So you get athletics and perception as extra proficiencies for you.
Okay. Yeah, and that means I can choose another. If I've already chosen athletics, can I just?
Yep. Choose
roll
another
that?
one from the paladin list.
Cool.
You get proficiency in navigators, tools, and water vehicles.
Sounds handy. I will make navigator. Well. Yeah, I can choose navigator's tools as my specialized design.
What is that?
It's part of the I gain proficiency in one. Oh, what is it? It's in the Warforged thing.
Okay.
I get in one set of tools.
You get 50 feet of silk rope,
Great.
a lucky charm of your choosing, a set of common clothes, and a pouch containing 10 gold.
10 gold. Okay, and can.
And you get a feature.
Okay.
Ship's passage. When you need to, you can secure free passage on a sailing ship for yourself and your adventuring companions. You might sail on the ship you served on or another ship you have a good relationship with, perhaps one captained by a former crewmate. Because you're calling in a favor, you can't be certain of a schedule or route that will meet your every need, but you will able to work on the ship for a free passage.
You're welcome.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I have a question to throw out to the group.
Do you want a sailor ideal?
Maybe. What are they?
Pick a D6 number.
It's 3.
Freedom. The sea is freedom. The freedom to go anywhere and do
I not want
anything.
this. I absolutely do not.
Okay,
want this.
fair enough. Your options are respect, fairness, freedom, mastery, people, aspiration.
Respect, freedom.
The lawful one is fairness.
Or respect. I can see respect.
Respect is labeled as good.
Oh, well then yeah, I'll do fairness. That's fine.
We all do the work, so we all share in the rewards.
This makes sense as a robot. As a robot who's suddenly who's a robot who is suddenly demanding payment.
Yep. Your flaw is already too wonderful, so I'm not going to give you another flaw.
Okay.
Would you like an Outlander ideal bond or flaw, Rachel?
Sure.
Which one do you want? An ideal, a bond, or a flaw?
Wait, I only get one?
You can have all of them if you want
I
to.
want all of them.
Okay.
Do they have these listed by race also?
No, just Warforged had one because it's a new race.
Okay.
Alright, so let's pick for personality trait, pick a number between 1 and 8.
6.
I'm always picking things up, absently fiddling with them, and sometimes accidentally breaking them.
Oh,
Baby, you're
no.
ADD.
You and I are, you will be my worst
That's
enemy.
that's my, what is that?
That's your personality trait.
That's my, okay.
Alright, give me a 1 through 6 for your ideal.
5.
Nature. The natural world is more important than all the constructs of civilization.
I disagree.
Ian's
Alright.
my friend. Rachel's the bane of my
Friendship ended
existence.
with Rachel. You guys friended.
A D6 for your bond, so pick a number between 1 and 6 for your bond.
2.
2. An injury to the unspoiled wilderness of my home is an injury to me.
Okay.
This is good for this campaign. It allows you to
It
grow.
is. This is great.
And your flaw is a D6.
He's
1.
heard flaws yet.
1. I am too enamored of ale, wine, and other intoxicants.
Yes, I'm an alcoholic. Has anyone ever said that?
This sounds so fun.
Do I get a bond?
You want a bond?
I want to see what I
Sure.
may not want the bond, but I will take.
All right. 1 through 6.
Let's do 6.
Ruthless pirates murdered my captain and crewmates, plundered our ship, and left me to die. Vengeance will be mine.
That is an oath.
You're 2 years old. The first things you did was break away from your crazy priest, join a ship, get marooned,
and
then
hate pirates.
get on another ship with vengeance on your mind.
I'm just gonna live out the mariner's
Yeah,
revenge.
I was about to say.
I was one mariner.
All right, Allison, what's your background?
I think it's probably either an urchin or a hermit.
All right, which one do you want?
I don't
You can
know.
also be noble with a variant of knight.
I don't think I'm noble at all.
Okay.
If you wanna think about it more, Allison, I was actually gonna ask everybody to help me or pick for me which one of the two I should go with.
Which
Why
one?
don't I just don't know anything about him?
I think you should go Artisan's Guild all the way.
So it's
Everyone
either,
knows
well,
my backstory.
It's either Artisans Guild or it depends on did I just leave the Amish community or have I been out of it for a little
That's
while
up to you
and
to
done stuff?
decide.
I
Which
think-
one's more interesting?
I think
wanna
it's more
see what
interesting if
people's-
you've been part of the guild and so you're getting used to customs that you don't know yet. It gets us past the baby stages of what's a lock or like into, but like this world is confusing.
That's fair.
Like if you just left, I'm not sure that you get on a ship yet. But now that you've been like maybe you're just kind of like in stage 2 of your. I also
Yeah,
think
it would let me get over some of the initial like stumbles.
I think it also kind of explains like where you're suddenly getting mechanical parts to cast spells.
True.
I don't know. I think that's more interesting personally.
I think that's fair. Anybody else feel differently, or
I don't remember what you said.
it's basically like what's more interesting story wise, me having just left the Amish community, or I've been out for like a year or so and have, or like a few months and have become established somewhat in like a inventors guild, and so have.
I like that you're done with your rebellion phase and you're like, yeah, I was with them, but now I make this and just pull out just like random copter.
Sure.
Yeah.
Having played a character that
That
has
makes
to
sense.
figure out the world around her, it's so much fun. So I
Well,
counter
that's-
and go with the first option, which is like you're still figuring things out.
Yeah,
It's a blast, and your interactions with people are fun and easily.
Yeah. Well, I could still do some
Assess.
of that because if I went straight from there to the guild, then I spent most of my time building
Right.
stuff.
You
Sure,
could be
either
like
way.
cloistered and now it's like now you're on like journeyman guild ship.
I'll go toward that one just because it also lets me lean into the artificer a little bit more than
Right.
the other option.
Does anybody in this party have charisma?
Yes, I do. I have +2.
Okay.
You should be a charisma boy.
I also have +2. I was just wondering, like, are we the people who
Right.
know nothing about the world going to have to party face?
So you get insight and you get persuasion for skill proficiencies. So bubble in those.
Insight and persuasion.
If
Okay.
you already have one, you can repick from your class list.
Persuasion. Nope, I don't have either of those.
You get any type of artisan's tools proficiency, so like carpentry tools or shipwright's tools. Just pick any craft and you are proficient in that.
I'll throw in carpentry as well because I already have thieves and tinker's tools.
Sure thing. You get a set of those artisan tools.
Okay.
You have a letter of introduction from your guild. Do you want to be the Inventors Guild or do you want to be a Carpenter Guild?
Probably inventors.
Sure thing. A set of traveler's clothes, a pouch containing 15 gold, and you get to pick one extra language.
Okay. What would make the most sense? What would be a common language within the inventors guild? But I
Should
would
have Dwarven, Elvish, and Common on lock. So if you're missing one,
I have common and draconic currently.
okay.
What?
So Dwarven or Elvish? Elvish, you're currently in an Elven city, so.
Okay.
I have
Makes
Dwarven,
sense.
so take Elven.
I'll do Elven.
All right. Now for your characteristics, pick a D8 for your personality trait.
What is the name of this background again?
Guild Artisan.
Guild artisan.
And our saves are just whether or not we have the +2 door modifier or not.
Right.
I will go with 2 and see if I like it.
I'm a snob who looks down on those who can't appreciate fine art.
Yeah, I'd say that works. I left my my community because I thought I was better than them. So
Sure.
I would say that works.
A D6 for ideal.
A haughty dragonborn? Wow.
For ideal, let's go with. I'm so much worse at randomly selecting something in my head than I am at rolling it. Let's go with 5.
People. I'm committed to the people I care about, not to ideals.
That sounds like the opposite of the thing I just picked. Let's
Uh,
try 6 just to see what that does instead.
Aspiration.
Yep.
I work hard to be the best there is at my craft.
That sounds more correct.
A bond. 1 through 6.
I may have to ask you to refresh my memory on some of these because I'm trying to write them down really
Oh,
fast.
sorry. The last one was aspiration. I work hard for to be the best there is at my craft.
What was the range on the third one?
1 through 6.
1.
The workshop where I learned my trade is the most important place in the world to me.
Okay. What are
And then
let's do. Give me 3 on that one too, just to
3
figure out
on
the
that
random
one too?
See if I like it.
I
like it
owe
better.
my guild a great debt for forging me into the person I am today.
That's better.
I kind of like that one a little bit better. Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't see why you would go on a ship.
Right.
But now there's a reason you have to go on a ship.
Well, it seems weird to have a connection to a physical location that I probably won't be coming back to either.
Wait until I burn it down. With my chaotic evil paladin.
All right, and then what about flaws?
Flaws is 6.
Let's do 4.
Perfect. I'm never satisfied with what I have. I want more.
That makes sense.
All right, sounds good.
All right, have you picked your background yet?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
What? How? No, I just don't know what any of them are.
Okay.
Either hermit or
You could be charlatan.
what's a charlatan?
They're fake.
You've always had a way with people. You know what makes them tick?
Mm,
It's like that's another like on the streets type of thing.
okay.
Acolyte. You spent your life in service of a temple to a specific god.
No,
No, doesn't want that one.
I think urchin
I just don't
sounds
think
about
it
right
fits.
Entertainer.
Nope.
Folk hero.
Urchin is probably correct.
Urchin works because you were captured for your life.
for you. It's not on the streets, but you can still have to have fought inside your compound.
That makes sense.
Urchin. So you put your background as urchin.
Okay.
You get sleight of hand and stealth proficiencies. Ooh, cleric with fast hands.
Let's see. I'll put that over here actually.
I think I've got everything.
Okay, what is it?
Urchin.
Urchin.
So you get proficiency in sleight of hand and stealth. So you just bubble those in on your
Okay.
other sheet.
How does how do attacks work?
That's a really big question. Like,
How do I calculate an attack modifier?
oh, you roll your d20 and you add your proficiency bonus if you're proficient with a weapon.
Yes.
And then plus whatever ability you're using to swing that weapon,
Gotcha.
whether it be strength or dex.
Cool.
Initiative is Dex plus proficiency, right?
Right.
Okay.
Do I add my strength to a longsword hit?
For damage?
Yes.
Yes, also add for damage. You don't add your proficiency to damage.
Right.
So you get disguise kit and thieves tools proficiencies as well.
Okay.
But you'll just write that in. You know how to use a disguise kit and thieves tools. Equipment that you get.
Mhm.
A small knife.
Okay.
A map of the city you grew up in.
I
A pet.
probably don't have that actually.
A pet mouse. A token to remember your parents by. A set of common clothes and a pouch containing 10 gold.
A token to remember your parents by. It's funny.
You get the feature,
What's after parents?
common clothes, and
Okay.
10 gold.
Okay.
And then you get the feature, City Secrets. You know the secret patterns and flows to cities and can find passages through urban sprawl that others would miss. When you are not in combat, you and the companions you lead can travel between any 2 locations in the city twice as fast as your speed would normally allow.
Cool.
So in any city location, you can double time us through the city.
So I have an image for my lucky charm.
Uh-huh.
I would like it to be a holy symbol for my crazy priest.
Yep.
There's a crazy priest of the dawn, right?
Sure.
On the flat back or the reverse, I have methodically and with not laser but mechanical precision engraved in relief the
Do these real quick.
the holy symbol of my god of the dusk,
The dusk. Fair enough.
which is my holy symbol.
Yes.
Okay.
I like it. All right. Would you like a personality trait?
Oh yeah.
1 through 8.
Uh,
Don't look, cheater.
I'm looking at mine.
She's already got her personality pretty well
I know.
figured out. So.
Yeah, I think I probably have my personality.
You don't have to
done.
use these.
I'll do ideals.
Well, roll for the personality trait, just get ideas, because these
Okay.
are funny. These ones are funny.
Okay, let's do 4.
I sleep with my back to a wall or tree with everything I own wrapped in a bundle in my arms.
Yeah.
That's just sad. That one wasn't as fun. I was looking at I don't like to bathe and I hide scraps of food in my pockets.
That is not true. I like the first one.
The one you got?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Okay.
good.
I'm gonna put that.
Ideal, pick a 1 through 6.
Let's do 2.
Community. We have to take care of each other because no one else is going to do it.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Let's do 5.
People. I help the people who help me. That's what keeps us alive.
Yes.
How many times a day can I use my breath weapon?
Once per short rest.
Okay.
Bonds.
Bond, 1 through 6.
3.
I owe my survival to another urchin who taught me to live on the streets.
Yeah. And this is actually, I like this element of D&D a lot.
Yeah.
Once or
Pathfinder doesn't really have something like this.
We have traits backgrounds.
In the first edition we do?
Yeah.
Once.
I guess I just never
And then
found them.
flaws.
They,
Yep,
they're on,
D6 for a flaw.
traits are. This is take.
You might
traits
just
are
want to
much
read those to
more
me
different,
because
and we
I'm
use
kind of
them.
curious
Okay.
about all of them.
Your flaws could be 1. If I'm outnumbered, I will run from a fight. Don't ever pick that flaw, please. Everybody at home, please,
Don't pick one.
please don't do that one.
What, the one if you're outnumbered?
if I'm
you'll run?
outnumbered, I will run from a fight.
I might pick that one.
That seems kind of smart, though.
2. Gold seems like a lot of money to me, and I'll do about anything to get more of it.
No.
3. I will never fully trust anyone other than myself. 4. I'd rather kill someone in their sleep than fight fair. 5. It's not stealing if I need it more than somebody else. 6. People who can't take care of themselves get what they deserve.
I think it's a pretty obvious one.
Is it 1 or 3?
It's the not trusting anybody one.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright. So that is a completed level 1 character, but wait. There's more.
No.
Any campaign I start at level 1, I like to make sure that level 1 is not as rough and tough as it seems.
Okay.
I give everyone a boon. You have the option of taking any feat, an extra +1 to any stat, or a magic item of my design.
Magic item. Magic item. No, I'm just kidding.
You can all pick it if you want to.
No.
How
My character would pick the item, so...
feats are good, right?
Yes.
What are feats again?
You have the player's handbook next to you?
I-
There's a
A
feat
feat is
section.
an extra ability
You can
of some
start
kind
looking.
you can have.
I will literally be writing these magic items on the spot. No, I've got one too.
Okay.
You can look through feats if you want to.
Should I have written my
Kyle
feats
wants an item?
somewhere?
Yep.
Kyle's character gets an item.
Maybe the item that started my interest in all of this crazy magic invention stuff. Something that
Kyle?
I found, or something that like a magical, some kind of merchant brought to my community, or something like that.
Kyle, you have a magical pair of glasses.
Okay.
So you can put this on your item sheet.
Wow, a dragon with glasses.
Um,
Oh wait, you're dragon born.
Yeah.
Is that human?
It's a humanoid dragon.
So it's just a dragon.
This is a dragon face man.
Like Puff?
Yeah.
No, this is canon.
these glasses allow you to see weaknesses in structures and in armor. You can spend an action to study something with the glasses. So this is, I will call these glasses of detection, if you want to name them. And you can spend your action studying something with the glasses.
Does this have
Objects,
feats in
not
it?
living things.
It will. Huh?
This is for studying objects, not living things.
They're not
Um,
always that different.
Are
Yeah.
feats a racing or
You
a
can
class
study
thing?
armor. If you
Okay.
want to study an enemy, you can study their armor. To
Okay.
find the flaw. If not, objects.
Where do you find feats again?
It's
Oh, right here.
contents feats, yeah. After you studied it, you will see a weakness and give you and your allies +1 to hit it. For the remainder of an hour.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
And that has 3 charges a day. Recharges on the day.
You just pick any feat.
That you can take. Some of them are like race dependent, and some of them are like strength dependent or something. Rachel, do you want a feat, an extra point of stat, or do you want a magic item?
I think I want a feat.
Fair enough.
Can I take the critter friend feat?
Critter friend, what does it do?
It like lets you make friends with animals, and I gain proficiency, or I double my animal handling skill, and I can speak with animals, and cast that spell at will
Speak with
without
animals?
expending a spell slot. Yeah.
Yes,
Where
you may take
are-
that feat.
Where are feats?
She is on them. What page are you on?
I'm on 165.
165.
Are you in the right book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are there... So is this Gwei art? This looks like Gwei art.
There's only one feat I will not let you take.
What is it?
Lucky.
I don't think I'm that lucky. So.
Oh, let me look through the feats again then.
Are there feats in Eberron?
I have not looked at them yet, so please use the base feats.
But I want.
I don't know.
Ooh. Can I hear what the magic item is and then pick?
No.
Wow.
The mystery box. And, because I don't even know what it is yet until you ask for it.
Oh, okay. It's a mystery box. Alright. I think I'll take a feat. Thinking maybe alert.
Alert is a great feat.
That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, wow.
As an incredibly paranoid person, that seems correct.
What does it do?
It gives you a +5 to your initiative roll.
Whoa.
Wow.
Can't be surprised while you're conscious.
Cool.
And things can't be hidden from you. Like creatures can't be hidden and gain advantage on you that way.
Jeez.
Charger looks really good.
Charger is pretty good. I think it's a great weapon mastery. Is one, I think.
Great weapon master. You score critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce your creature's hit points. You make one melee attack. After you kill something, you just get to go again.
Yeah. That's not the one. There's one of the feats is it might be brutal or something. It lets you reroll ones on damage rolls. It's
feel like-
pretty insane. Tavern Brawler is my favorite. Is it the one you're looking at right now?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that.
You're taking that one instead? That one does
yeah.
so much stuff.
What does it do?
It gives you +1 strength.
What?
Yes, it gives you +1 strength, and then it gives you proficiency with unarmed attacks and with improvised weapons. Your fist deals a d4 of damage instead of just a 1 damage, because flat fist just deals 1 damage.
Oh.
Plus strength, of course, but and then also it lets you grapple as a free action when you hit with a unarmed attack.
Wow.
Kyle,
It does a bunch.
what is your hit dice?
D8.
Rachel, what's yours?
D12.
D12.
Ian, what's yours?
D10.
Okay, great. I'm taking healer.
What does it do?
So, when you use a healer's kit to stabilize a dying creature, that creature also regains 1 hit point. Also, as an action, you can spend 1 use of your healer's kit to tend to a creature and restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points to it, plus additional hit points equal to the creature's maximum number of hit dice.
Wow.
The creature can't regain hit points from this feat until it finishes a short or long rest.
That seems pretty darn good.
I agree.
If I have an 18th strength, does my modifier go up by 1?
Yes.
Cool.
There's also, I'm kind of liking Sentinel.
How do I get a
Sentinel
healer's
is
kit?
very good too.
How do I get a healer's kit?
You can have one.
Thanks.
And
I
there
have
is
so many tools.
There's also Weapon Master. Weapon Master just
Let me see.
lets me gain proficiency with
Okay.
4 weapons of my choice.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That includes, are there exotics?
Soon Grievous.
Can I, if I leave it off a little bit, Can I look through Eberron feats a little bit later and just check?
Sure, if you'd like to.
Okay, I just want to see.
Sure.
Since I'm Warforged, I'm going to take advantage of new stuff.
How do I know what my initiative number is supposed to be?
Right, where's the initiative number?
It's Dex plus your proficiency.
You lied to me.
What is it?
What is my
You told me
proficiency?
dexterity was of no use.
Oh, okay, yes.
What is my
That's
proficiency?
okay.
2.
Oh.
I am the hammer. I need to go last.
So it's 3
Yes.
plus 3?
Yep. Unless you take alert, then you'll be plus 8.
I'm kind of thinking about that too, actually.
Alert healer.
Passive wisdom perception.
Yes.
That's just my
No, I don't wanna
wisdom
do that.
score.
It's just your wisdom score.
If I have proficiency in perception, that doesn't do anything to it.
No.
That's unfortunate.
Your passive perception is just your flat wisdom score.
I was trained to be perceptive, but I'm still not like good at it.
You're trained to be perceptive when you want to be perceptive, but you're
Right.
not naturally just perceptive.
Are you is that the Eberron book you're looking at?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You need it.
If you're looking at it, it's fine.
All I need from it now is spells, and I'm gonna do that a little bit later.
I just
All right,
want-
everybody got their characters. Let's go through character
so.
names and what you are. At
Okay.
the end of this.
Okay.
Shit. All right, ready?
I'm gonna finish it up.
Yeah, this will be the ending. So, guys, this has been our session 0. We'll be back next time with our session 1, where we will be playing a boat-based adventure in the city of Ostum near the Elven Archipelago in Kilnspark. What are our characters? Start us off, Kyle.
I am Obadiah Stolly, the blue dragonborn from a dragonborn Amish community that decided technology was cooler than not having it, and left and joined a guild, the Inventors Guild, to learn how to make cool magic tech stuff.
Wow.
Nice. Rachel.
And mine is the best.
Wow.
My name is Hecla Thok. I'm a barbarian half-orc. I come from a family of hunter-gatherers that is made up of orcs and humans, and we have united under the common purpose of gathering seasonal ingredients to make very fine ale. I love to sell ale. I love to drink ale. I'm very attracted to taverns and bars because I want to sell my ale and drink other people's ale. I gather ingredients as I go. And I'm kind of like a wandering salesperson on behalf of my tribe. I'm one of a few experimental people they've sent out into the world to sell their stuff to a larger audience because it's very well crafted and very delicious. I have an axe. I have a very large axe. I also play bagpipe. I believe playing bagpipe attracts animals to me. It may or may not. It repels humans.
Your instrument, you picked bagpipes.
It's my tribe's traditional instrument. They're
course
a
it
bagpipe playing, ale making tribe. They're really progressive, okay? But in general, people suck. My tribe is okay, but nature is way more important than humans because humans really suck. In general, creatures that aren't animals suck. Anyway,
Excellent.
yeah.
Ian.
I am playing Ajax, the 2-year-old, 6'5", 298-pound Warforged merchant guard. I was created by a crazy priest who was like, "Woo, this is a fun new idea," but he's better at making than he is at paying attention. He made me just kind of wandered off to some other project. In the meantime, I've decided that, a man's got to work and a bot's got to work, and so now I'm working, and I shipped out as a merchant guard because I was built for war, forged for war, as it were, and immediately got attacked by pirates. They destroyed us all. It wasn't my fault. I did my part. But they left me for dead because I turned off my eyes. And then afterwards, I walked back to shore.
Through the water.
And I have decided, well, that didn't go well. Let's learn from this experience and try again. And also, if I see pirates, I will kill them. My name is Ajax. Did I say that? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the first thing you said, yeah. Okay, my name is Vale Corwatch. I am a very rude and aggressive high elf, and I follow the religion, the goddess, what is that, Violus's?
It's whatever you want to pronounce it, because you are now the main cleric of it.
Boom. Oh, right, I'm also a cleric. I heal people, but I'm upset about it. I was once kidnapped by a lunatic at a young age and kept in prison with other victims and escaped. Now my goal is to help rescue those victims as well as find my actual family.
Oh my gosh.
We're talking like Kimmy Schmidt bunker
You're-
kind of
I was gonna
situation.
say,
or-
Totally
You're
Kimmy
angry
Schmidt.
Kimmy Schmidt.
Yeah, like if Kimmy Schmidt was a real life
A
person.
real person and actually was upset by what happened. Excellent.
That's basically it.
So this is the cast of characters for Kilnspark. Come and join us every month as we have another wonderful adventure in this fantastical world of Kilnspark.
D&D is so fun, guys.
Yes.
It's a blast.
So we will see you next time with session 1. Until then, I'm me.
Yep. He's Ricky.
He's Ricky.
That's
New goal for 2020. Let's come up with some outros.
no.
Oh,
It's Mike's super short show.
no.
Wow. Disney, don't copy strike, please.
Yes.
Copy strike Disney. Come at me. Don't. Nothing come at me this
With
year.
great ingenuity, we power forward Kilnspark.